Thank you, Mr. President. Chancellor Merkel, I'll ask a couple questions of the President first. I want to ask you, let's step over, it's crowded in here. I want to ask you about a couple comments that you made in the Oval Office earlier in which you said about North Korea that they've played the U.S. in the past like a fiddle, but that's not going to happen to us. Do you, as it relates to hopefully getting peace on the Korean Peninsula, denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula, do you feel as if you need to be the closer in that deal? Do you want to be the closer in that deal, or do you think that's something that is shared by all of the major stakeholders, all of the world leaders within that region? And secondly, indulge us if you might, you said that the relationship with North Korea has been strong, or one of the words you used. Have you spoken with Kim Jong-un himself, or do you plan on speaking with him?
I don't want to comment on that.
Do you plan on speaking with him before?
We have a very good working relationship. We're setting up a meeting. Things have changed very radically from a few months ago. You know, the name calling and a lot of other things. We get a kick every once in a while out of the fact that I'll be watching people that failed so badly over the last 25 years explaining to me how to make a deal with North Korea. I get a big, big kick out of that. But we are doing very well. I think that something very dramatic could happen. They're treating us with great respect. And you know what's going on with South Korea. And I think President Moon of South Korea was very generous in saying that we helped make the Olympics a great success because of the fact that, as you know, there was a tremendous animosity. There was a tremendous problem going on. And all of a sudden, people started buying tickets because whole different feeling when North said, we'd love to go to the Olympics. So a lot of good things are happening with respect to North Korea. President Obama told me when I had the one meeting with him, he said, that's your biggest problem. That's going to be the most difficult thing you have. And honestly, I wish it was handled earlier. I wish it were handled by another administration years ago. I'm not just talking about President Obama. I go back to any administration you want. But over the last 25 years, this should have been handled a long time ago, not now. This should not have been left for me to handle. But we will handle it. We're handling it well. And hopefully there'll be peace for North Korea, South Korea, Germany. I mean, everything is included. Japan, the chancellor has been very helpful in the maximum pressure campaign, as I said, really very helpful. So have many other nations. President Xi of China has been really good at the border. Everyone's surprised at how tight he clamped down. Everyone said that he'd just talk about it, he wouldn't do it. Well, he did it, and he did it out of a relationship that we have, and also out of the fact that we're negotiating trade deals, and I think that's also very important to him. Hopefully we'll come up with something that's good for both countries. So I think some very good things can happen with respect to North Korea. We're setting up meetings now. We're down to 2 countries as to a site, and we'll let you know what that site is. Do you have a question for the Chancellor?
Just to follow up real quickly, do you feel like it's your responsibility for this to eventually get settled between North and South Korea?
I think I have a responsibility. I think other presidents should have done it. I think the responsibility has fallen on the shoulders of the President of the United States. And I think I have a responsibility to see if I can do it. And if I can't do it, it'll be a very tough time for a lot of countries and a lot of people. It's certainly something that I hope I can do for the world. This is beyond the United States. This is a world problem, and it's something that I hope I'm able to do for the world.